What's up, my beautiful people? We are back for another episode of Bluff City Law. This is season 1, episode 6, and it is called The All American. And the episode starts off with Auntie Della coming in with her couch pattern jacket, and I call it that because if you watch the show and you see the jacket, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That jacket was terrible. Oh, sorry. I want to bring this down a little bit. I hope that's okay. And she walked into her office, and we see like a nice looking lady. Couldn't find out it's her wife. She's trying to get her to find a dress to wear to an LGBTQ event where she is getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. And she tells her wife that she's going to see Eric. And I'll tell y'all why I'm mad about that later. And the wife just looking real puzzled and like a little concerned, like, I've been thinking, I'm like, who's Eric? Could that be her ex-husband? Or, you know, like a family member? Like, who is Eric? Because the way the wife was looking was like, why you going to see him? And then we have everybody from the office coming in to see the dresses. And it was a cute, like, little family moment. Like, oh, wear that dress. Wear this dress. And, of course, here comes Jake with the, get the plunging neckline. Oh, y'all like my sweater? I think I took it off. Yeah, I took down the video because I keep swearing that I'm going to make another video about my tattoos. I have a tattoo on my left and right thigh of Mickey and Minnie Mouse. I love Mickey Mouse. So I was just trying to show y'all my sweater. Ooh, excuse me. That's not trying to be sexual in any way, but look at my, yeah, I was up there. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, oh, Jake with the plunging neckline. He's like, get that. And they all just walk out, whatever. And with the wife walking out, a black couple is walking in. And the couple, he's a ex-college football, like, famous football player from college. And it's like, he sits down, and Elijah calls Sydney into his office to sit in on the case. And it's like, when he sits down, they're like, what can we help you with? I want you to help me to die. So it's just like, scratch record, what you talking about, Willis? And it's just like, what you mean? And come to find out, he has ALS. And he's like, you know I'm going to die, but I just want to choose when I die. I know what's coming for me, like seizures. He's going to be paralyzed. He's going to have a feeding tube. And it's just like all of these things. He already knows what's in his future. He doesn't want to go through that. He wants to end it now. And kind of find out he's in debt. So it's just like, on top of me dying and going through what's coming my way and dealing with that, we're also in debt. And so, the episode is just like Elijah not knowing if he wants to, take on his case. Because the case, not the case, they're in Memphis, Tennessee. So Tennessee is I didn't take notes. So what is it? I think it's not a right to die state. I believe that's what it's called. So forgive me if I'm wrong. What do I want to call this? I'm real Mama D today. I'm real ghetto, as y'all can see. I've been drinking for about 2 to 3 hours now, so your girl's a little tipsy, so excuse me. And so it's just like, at first they were like, what do you want us to do? Because even in this state, you can't fight that law, because it's just like, it's not a right to die law. And he's like, you've never fought it, talking to Elijah, because they're like the best in the city, in the state. And so Elijah goes and talks to the pastor. to see, I mean, his pastor, I should say, because I'm pretty sure there's more than one church in the city. And it's just like, the pastor's like, I can't tell you what to do about this. You gotta figure it out on your own. And then we're switching back over to Auntie Della, and she goes to find, she goes to see Eric, come to find out that Eric is her son. And I feel away because it's like, you're Erica, your name is so close to my name. And he works like in a plant or something, but she was coming to ask him if he would introduce her at his not his, at her gala. And he's just like, you sprung your lifestyle on me at 15 and I've just forgiven you. And I'm just like, first of all, Eric, there is no lifestyle. And you forgave her for what? I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's just like, people are taught their hatred for anything, whether it's against a sexuality, a person's skin color, or their religion. Excuse me, you are taught those things. So it's just like, you forgave her for what? What is there to forgive her for? First of all, that's your mama. But let me not say that, because I am not a believer of just because y'all family, you got to put up with people BS. But when it comes to this, even if it is just a TV show, it's just like, and then because she was like, I hope that you would change your mind and, introduce me. And he's just like, you want me to relive the worst years of my life and be okay with this? And I'm just like, what did you go through with finding out that your mom was a lesbian? Like, what did that do to your life? Did it uproot your hatred? And I can't even put it into words, because I'm like, I know this is a TV show, but I'm thinking like, this is my actual life. And it's just like, when you find out about people being in the LGBTQ, what is it? There are a lot of letters, but I don't know if I did before or if I didn't, like, mention it as a joke or if I was serious, because people are trying to call us now the alphabet community, and I don't appreciate it, but I might have been, I might have took it as a joke before, and I can't remember, because I'm a flip-flopper, like they call us the alphabet community, and I just don't appreciate it. And it's just like, I am rambling, and a nigga is drunk, and I hate my teeth. Maybe that's why I like Mickey Mouse so much, because I got rat teeth. So, and then Sydney decides that she wants to sue the college for, because Marcus doesn't have insurance. So it's really two cases for the same person the whole episode. Sorry, because I have just been going off. So let's get back to this episode. So she wants to sue them because her angle is that they treated him like an employee instead of a student, and he should be paid, like paying off his insurance, any medical bills he have, they should pay for it. And she had a good argument, but she lost. Let's just cut to it. She lost. And Jake, because this video is a mess, but nobody watch this shit anyway, so I'm gonna upload it anyway. So Jake asked her, like, you sure you don't want to settle? But she was like, no, we going full force. But then she tries to talk to the opposing side, who's representing the school, and try to settle. But I'm gonna assume she's a lawyer. She was like, no, we're not settling, and we're gonna win. Which they did, because the mediator said, like, they had a good case, but in this case, they're gonna uphold that he was just a college student with a scholarship. But it wasn't like that though. Like they treated every athlete, they treat them like employees. It's just like, if you don't do your job. I didn't
understand that.
Bixby, when nobody talking to you, girl. Oh, I got a new TV. I don't know if I said that before, but yes. And there's a if you can see this right here, it's called Bixby, like Alexa, and Siri. And the girl don't know how to shut up forever in my business. Like, I'm so sorry. But it just randomly, like, pops up. Ooh. Okay, speaking of, watching Bluff City Law, when she was, Sydney was doing her, like, cross-examination, because it didn't go into a courtroom. It was literally, like, in a conference room. And whatever the mediator judge decided, that's just what it was in that room. It got to a good part. She asked, I forgot who she was, but she asked her, she was like, so, because the woman was saying that, if the athletes got paid, then that would, take away from other, departments, because it's like all the money that they make from, sports, it funds other, departments. So if you paid them instead of giving them like scholarships, that would diminish other areas of the school, and they, you know, basically they wouldn't make no money. And so Sydney was like, if do you know how much the top 10, I'm not drinking anymore. The how much the top 10 sports, I'm tripping. I am so sorry. Anybody, like I said, anybody watching this anyway. The top 10 athlete, not the top 10 sports coaches are paid. God damn, Erica. And she, like, the witness had a blank look on her face. She was like, $87 million. So that would be more than enough to pay the 400,000 athletes medical insurance. But all in all, my point was, when that was going on, that thing, Bixby, popped up and like cut all that off. So I had to go back and rewind it to hear what she said. I hate this fucking thing, and I hate myself because I'm tripping. Let me put that drink over there. Let me stop. But it looked like Marcus won his case with Elijah, so I guess whenever he's ready to die, he can. And come to find out that football players and old college students heard about the case, and although Sydney lost her case, people donated. So there was gonna be money where they paid off their mortgage, so they still had their house, and they were paying for any medical fees. So they were going to be set in the end. And Eric showed up outside they were calling it a gala. He showed up outside and he just sat in his car. And he didn't show up. And while Auntie Della was giving her speech, you know, she was just talking about family and you know, how important it is. And then she was like, something about your sons. And, no, she was like, your daughters and your sons. And she was looking at an empty seat. And Elijah and Sydney, like the rest of the fam was upset, because it was just like, you know, and he like, fuck him, you got us. And it was a cute little moment earlier, I forgot to mention, with Elijah and Auntie Della just talking. And you know, he was like, you've been my best friend for the past 30 years. Like, you know, you're my family. We got each other. Like, because her door was closed. And he was like, I can count on my hand how many times this door has been closed with no client in it. And he was like, was it Eric? And she just, you know, she had tears in her eyes and she just nodded her head. So it's just like, girl, we got you. Don't make me fuck about Eric. Fuck Eric. So, child, this was a long video, just running around in circles. And if you got to the end, I appreciate you so much. And I hope you come back for my All Rise video. I'm so sorry. This video is just all over the place. And Rambling Gay, if you're watching this, screw you. For liking my tweet on, I was gonna say my tweet on Facebook. See, this is what happens when you drink too much. It's just a mess, and it's all over the place. And I'm literally gonna upload this video and never look at it again. So, it's a mess, child. Bye.